What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que miente. Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. Hope all is well and all are passport ready, a passport getting ready. For those of you that don't know, I am Mr. Pro for you, living in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, with this beautiful wife of mine.
I'm the wife. Hola, saludos a todos.
Miss Pro for you.
Hello.
She already celebrated herself, She usually wait on me to bring it in, but she was excited.
I'm excited to talk to everyone today.
She's excited. Saludos.
Saludos.
So today, this is gonna be a short video. We always say that.
And 30 minutes later.
But how you doing today, Miss Pro?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well every time I'm sitting by this fine here. I like it. So, this is going to be a short video. We just wanted to bring you this content. This is important content. This is important information. We're going to tell you the places you can take your Dominicana outside the Dominican Republic visa-free.
Bermuda, come on, pretty mama.
Hey.
Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go?
Hey. So, look, you may want to take your Dominicana. We got some ladies in the subsection. You may want to take your Dominicano. Or maybe some Dominicans and y'all just want to check and see these places you can go. Y'all got some places on the map that you can just pull up to, visa-free. You ain't got to go through all that hassle.
Yeah, the Dominican passport is actually pretty strong comparative to other passports that you see. There's a lot of countries that we're friendly with that we can travel to, and we don't need to apply for a visa.
Plenty of places you can go and turn up fairly nicely, I have to say.
And for a good amount of time, too.
There's one thing I want to say about this list, though. When you hear these things in this list, check the flights. Because see, what happens is, if there's no direct flights here to there, you can get there visa-free, but let's just say the connecting flight is in the U.S. It's going to be problematic.
Right. You would then, if the connecting flight is in the U.S., you would then need to have a visa to go to the U.S. because you have to get through the U.S. to then get to where you're going. So you have to make sure that it's a direct flight, or if it's a connecting flight, it can't be through any of the countries that you need to have a visa to get to.
Exacto.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Exacto. Good pronunciation, mi amor.
That Espanol, that Espanol ain't down there. You know what I mean? I don't want to flex too hard, but exacto. So yeah. So also, you want to check. This is just in general. When you go into these places outside the country, it might catch your eye. Check the stability of the government, and what's going on just in regular society. Because some of these places, you don't know, they've been jumping off recently, and you trying to set your plans to go to these places, and all of a sudden you realize there's some turmoil going on that you don't really want to get involved in.
That's a good best practice in general, man.
It is.
You want to have fun and be safe. Oh, here's another thing too. Check for what's culturally appropriate to do. A lot of these countries are very religious and they have strict cultural do's and don'ts.
Exactly.
So before you go to these places, check it out and check and see, what's culturally appropriate. There might be some things that you can and you can't wear.
Yep.
There might be
just like in some of the Muslim countries, you cannot wear no bikinis on the beach.
Yeah, so you definitely
some of them you can't.
So you definitely want to research before you go to a lot of these places.
Keep that BBL covered up.
Come on.
So don't go there. Yeah. So here we go. We're going to start off with this list. And what we're doing is we have it broken up by region. So you may say some of these places seem farther than some of the other places in different regions, but it's by region. We start off with the closest region, which is North America, and moving to the furthest region. So, beautiful lady of mine, you want to take off with this right here?
Sure. So North America, which is the closest region to La República Dominicana, we have Belize. Belize, I actually just looked at the map and I noticed it is right next to California. I had no idea that it was so close.
The Belize be West Coasting. You know what I mean? How did I know that? There. Yeah, it does. See,
that's Mr. Westmost.
I West sometimes.
All the time. Guess sometimes. All the time.
I'm trying to be humble with it.
You try to be humble?
I know that, in Cali, you see a lot of Belizeans, you know what I mean? There's some Belizean communities and Belizeans all around, So I know that Belize, I haven't been to Belize, but I know Belize is relatively close to the West Coast.
Something really cool, too. If you go and you travel to Belize, you can stay there 30 complete days without having any issues, without a visa. After the
30 days visa free.
Obviously,
and that's another thing. We're going to tell you the country, and we're going to tell you how long you can stay.
30 days is a good amount of time.
It is.
For vacation?
It is. It is.
That's get lost a lot out there with your chick
and be chilling, if you're from the West Coast, you got some of your West Coast peeps show up and show up what you've been working with, you know what I mean? In case they ain't made it to the island, enjoy yourself.
So another cool place to go is Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. They they're actually super cool. They give you a really long amount of time for you to stay there. You can stay there for 90 days.
Ooh.
90 days? 90 days is like 3 months, no?
Go to about
a lot of stuff to do.
3 weddings from the States, because I know they like to go there to have those weddings in Trinidad. But they like to go there and do those type of things. But that's nice. 90 days. You can set your plans.
Hey, just another heads up. Trinidad is an up and coming call center location. Up and coming, brand new. Yeah. A lot of stuff going on over there. Just a heads up in case you wanted to, because we the call center people, so we know these things. Okay?
We do know these things.
But it is a new call center thing going on over there. So there's another place called Montserrat.
Montserrat. I don't know nothing about Montserrat, but it sounds fun.
So they're super friendly with us. You can stay there for 6 months. Ooh. 6 months. That's a lot. So
you can just move there for a little while. You know what I'm saying? You want to see how she really is?
Half the year there, half the year here.
Yep.
A
little long-term Airbnb or something, you know what I mean? Y'all just post up. You know what I'm saying? See what's happening, you know what I mean? Get that vibe, get close, you know what I'm saying? And see how it's going. See how you like that relationship, how that relationship goes in 6 months. You can move somewhere. That's nice. That's a nice amount of time.
I know. 6 months, the amount of stuff you can do in 6 months. That's, So another cool place that you can go is Honduras. Honduras. Yeah.
No, you got to say it the way you say it.
Honduras.
Okay.
You can stay there 30 days. 30 days. That's pretty
nice
fun.
Little amount of time. The next one is how you say this one.
Guatemala.
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 We call it Guatemala, but you know.
Pronunciation.
No.
No, you just said it in Spanish. It was hot.
That was English. No,
Guatemala. The first time you said it the way I said it.
Guatemala.
That was hot. You see, I know when I hear hotness. I heard hot. Yeah. I know when I hear hot. Anyway, you can go to Guatemala for 90 days. So you can spend a really good amount of time there too. Traveling, adventuring, going a lot of places. A lot of fun. Then you have El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Ooh. I love it when he does that. You can also
Salvador.
Lord. He's so cute. I love it when he speaks Spanish. Get it together. So you can stay there 90 days also. That's a lot of fun.
It is. That's a nice look. I think El Salvador is where they had that slide people ride to. I think it's like I don't know if it's an inner tube or something, and it's like grass or flowers that they ride down on.
Really?
Pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's El Salvador because I saw it. I said, dang, that might be fun. We might have to go check it out.
I
saw some videos. People get their head busted at the bottom of the slide. Really? But yeah. But it's cool though. I see that slide all the time.
I'm accident prone. I don't know if I trip
you're not
everywhere.
Getting on it.
No, I trip everywhere. Like I'm cleaning and I always end up beat up. I beat myself up.
Yeah, I'm in charge of protecting her from herself.
Yeah. For some strange reason, there's always like random little carritos in the supermercado that like be flying past me. He always jumps in and like stops them from hitting me.
I be handling them what you call them, cartos?
Carritos.
Yeah, them carritos.
Yeah.
Doing carritos martial arts, you know what I'm saying? Putting them things in.
So we actually even have a new addition. So recently, in the past, 2 months? I think it was the past month. They just added.
We got love for the homies that be rolling with us.
Ay, gracias!
Shout out to the OG supporter of the channel. This is the big dog. Victory.
Victor.
Baby. We appreciate you. You keep us rocking with this thing.
A lot of motivation. Thank you.
We doing bachata merengue. Back to the video.
Jamaica to the list of countries that we can go to, which is super
You know
fun.
that ain't how y'all say it.
Oh, we say Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Yeah.
Y'all ain't never heard that, huh?
Jamaica?
No, they ain't never heard that.
Uh-huh.
Jamaica. So Jamaica's nice. Jamaica's new on the list.
Yeah, brand new. So I think I don't have the specific amount of time, but I think it's actually 30 days to start with. I can confirm, but I think it's 30 days.
Okay. Jamaica, you may want to roll through. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I've seen some interesting videos of tours and stuff that people go on rivers and boats in Jamaica that are
plastic bags and massages and stuff
that are interesting.
They be doing all kind of stuff.
They're all over Instagram.
Yeah, it's not really on our. Yeah, it's not. Look, you want to go to Jamaica, have some, enjoy yourself. Who am I?
Yeah,
yeah. So those are the 7 in North America. Like we said, some of these they may be like Belize close to the West Coast. I don't say, well, that's not as close, but it's by region. Dominican Republic is in North America, so that's what we're doing it. And what else was I gonna say? It was if any of these places jump out at you, you know what I'm saying, and you got some things that you might know about some of these countries and stuff, hit us in the comment section and let us know, because we're trying to figure out, some of these places we might hop, skip, and jump to. So the next one we going to, South America.
South America just sounds like there's a lot of good music and dancing in the background. Like I already feel it. South America.
The bros leaning forward in their chair right now. You know what I mean? Because, we get to South America, they like, yeah, that's we go dance some of these countries right here. So the first one, Colombia. Colombia. Look, Colombia's nice. You know what I'm saying? You might want to go there. Look, say you want to go there, maybe get a little work done or something. You might want to get the dentals up to par. It's something like that. Colombia has some things going on. The chicas may want to check out the fajas, you know what I mean? Get them custom straight jackets they be liking out there.
It is well known across the international woman-osphere that Colombia has the best fajas all over the world. I just made that word up, woman-osphere. Yeah, but anyway, it's known all over the world. The best fajas are made in Colombia. That's like what you look for here.
Nice. So yeah, your chicken may want to go and check it out, get sized up or something. You know what I mean? You may want to go there, get a little work, and while you're going, you may want to take your little Dominicana with you. You know what I mean? Just to chill and enjoy yourself or whatever. You ain't gonna get none of them spicy drinks they be serving. You know what I'm saying? That you wake up 3 days later, you know what I'm saying? You take your chicken with you, you good. So in Colombia, they can go 90 days visa free. So the next one is Ecuador. Ecuador, look, go to Ecuador. I've seen some nice things in Ecuador. Also, though, I don't know. Ecuador been trying to turn up. Them narcos been trying to get a name for themselves in Ecuador. So you got to be careful, man. Look at the news before you book your ticket to Ecuador. Some of the fellas or anybody that's already went to Ecuador lately and been chilling, look, let us know how it really is in the comment section. But like I said, hey, they been trying to turn up. They trying to get on the map, man. I don't know what's going on. I think there was a vacuum out there or something. They said, we want to take this spot. So there was some interesting things going on in Colombia. Ecuador. So 90-day visa in Ecuador. You know what I'm saying? So you find you a nice spot, look like a nice location, and it's calm and peaceful or something. You can go there and just,
90 days is a good amount of time too.
Put your feet up. You can put your feet up. So the next one, Brazil. I know what y'all do. I don't even want to hear y'all say it, brother. Oh, y'all want to bring sand to the beach. You know what I'm saying? But if you do want to...
Portuguese?
Yeah.
Falo Portuguese? That's it. That's the only thing that I know how to...
Yeah.
It's like we can understand Portuguese because it's similar to Spanish, but I can't speak it. But I can read it and understand it 100%.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I think that we've seen novelas in like Portuguese, and I'm like, Mimol, they said this and this and this. And we said that and that and that. And you're like, they did? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, usually if it's...
So I think we have
seen some, huh? Yep. So, Brazil, fella, you want to go. But so, if you take your Dominicana, ladies, you take your Dominicano to Brazil, 60 days. That's a nice amount of time to, figure things out. You know what I'm saying? See how you like it out there. So the next one, Guyana. Look, it's there. I've never been to Guyana, and I haven't heard of anyone that went. I think it's a lot of Guyanese in New York when I was out there. Cool people. You know what I'm saying? Any Guyanese out here watching, let us know how it is, because they can go there for 30 days.
I have a friend who lives in Guyana. Her and her husband, they work in a radio station, and they said that they were able to buy property with a lot of like acres of land, really economic.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. She said they're really happy. A lot of farmland out there.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. Nice. We got a little situation with Guyana sometimes. We be remembering. We like, I don't know. But look, Guyana might be cool. So the next one, Peru. You can go there. Peru, you can go 60 days. Again, you know how if Peru has some nice spots, you know what I'm saying? Some nice places, some nice Machu Picchu. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
That's the pyramids.
Oh yeah, okay.
I would love to do, but I think that you're not allowed to climb them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think that
Can you climb the ones in Egypt? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think you can climb them.
I think that there are some that you can go into and see, but I don't think you could go everywhere. Oh. But I think that in Peru, you can't like climb it. I think I saw like a YouTube video or something, or an Instagram video where someone tried to climb it and security like had to bring him down or something. I don't think they're allowed to.
Always somebody want to act ignorant on the landmarks.
Yeah.
Look, hey, do your thing. You get some consequences. Just remember, you want to get that. You got that content for the consequences. Okay.
And how long can you stay there?
Peru, 60 days.
That's a good amount of time.
Look, these places, they let them out. They let them outside. You know what I'm saying? So if you already had plans, and you thinking like, I'm gonna take my Dominicana, or if you're here in the Dominican Republic and y'all want to go check it out, you got 60 days to let your hair down. Yeah. Yep, nice. So the next one is Paraguay. How y'all say that? That's what y'all say? Paraguay. Paraguay.
Is Paraguay in English?
Paraguay? Yeah, Paraguay.
It's not Paraguay. Paraguay?
Yeah, Paraguay. Yeah, Paraguay.
Okay.
So Paraguay, you got 60 days. Again, I don't know a lot about Paraguay. If you've been there, drop a little something in the comment section in case somebody else is thinking about going. Check it out. They got some nice places. Let us know. We're interested.
I think you can country hop too. I think that you can go, because I think that they're all closely connected, no? Mm-hmm. I think that you can kind of go from one to the other while you're there. Yeah, that's why 30 days, 60 days, whatever. So like if you plan a 2-week trip or a 3-week trip, you could probably like country hop in the same area. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. Yeah. It does. So y'all don't have a certain time you got to be back, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You can just bounce, huh? As long as you keep it going. Nice. Okay. So this next one, those of you, that want to travel to the motherland or something and take a little company with you, or Africa.
So one of the places that they have is Morocco. That I have seen pictures of Morocco, and it just looks so interesting and just elegant. And it looks like there's a lot of history and stories there that you kind of just want to like immerse yourself in and like feel it. Something about the location of Morocco has always been really interesting to me.
Yeah, Morocco.
Something about it. And it's really cool because you can also stay there for 60 days.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Gambia. Gambia is another interesting place that we can go to for 30 days.
30 days? Okay. Look, I mean, they got some time to go spend at these places. I mean, 60 days, 30 days, 90 days. You have a nice time.
Then we have Angola. Don't we have a friend that started a school in Angola or was starting a school in Angola or something?
I'm not sure. Wheels Up Global, was that you that was doing something in Angola?
I think
might be Wheels Up Global.
Yeah, I think that was him.
Shout out to Wheels Up Global. That's the homies.
Well, so you can go there for 30 days without a visa.
Nice.
And then you have Botswana. That is the coolest name ever. Botswana. It just sounds like elegant. Anyway, you can stay there for 90 days.
Nice. Nice. That's nice. So that's Africa. That's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4 spots they can go visa free. That's nice. So the next list, I mean, they got a lot of places in this one right here. Europe. Woo! Wait till you hear all these places, because I know you're going to already be trying to call your travel agency. Russia. 60 days. So that was Europe. So the next one we're going to go to is Asia. So we're going to do Asia. Asia. This is interesting. This is an interesting list, you know, and look, I'm just going to get right to it and read them off to you. So the first one is Israel. You can go to Israel, you know, check out, you know, check out the origins of some things, you know, that you've been hearing about in the news lately and stuff. You go to Israel and check it out, see how it really is.
And you can go there for 3 months.
3 months. 3 months. The next one is Georgia. And we ain't talking about that Georgia. We ain't talking about, you know, where that ATL is and all that. We talking about Georgia that's out there.
Our relationship with them is very strong. You can actually stay there an entire year. An entire year.
You can just move out there for a while if you want to. Look, if you want to. I just ain't heard. I mean, you know, look, you can go. You traveling to see these countries, you know. You find out for yourself if you like it, because a lot of the stuff we hear about these places, once you're there, you're able to get a real story about how it really feels to be there. And you'll find that most of the time, it's better than what you hear. That's the interesting thing about it. So when I haven't been these places, I might have a certain reaction. But one thing I do know is most of the time when people visit these places, they give you feedback that's different from what you hear in the news.
Right. They have fascinating and interesting cultures that people don't talk about. The news tends to sensationalize
negativity.
Yeah. So you never really get the full story about things until you go and you experience the culture yourself.
Yep.
You can get a lot of culture in a year in Georgia, eh?
Ooh, you can just move there for a while and then come back and let us know how it is. Sure. We're not going, but we just still interested in knowing how it is. We live vicariously through you. Do some videos we'd like to see. The next place you can go, South Korea. I like South Korea. You know what I like about South Korea?
K-pop.
No.
Oh. What's wrong with K-pop? It's fun.
No, don't even sound right. I mean, I heard about them. I know they pop. I know K-pop's popping, but no. What I like about South Korea, you got to check out the Korean movies on Netflix, the horror. They don't spare men, women, or children in their horror movies.
If you're into horror movies, South Korean or Korean horror movies are definitely something to look at. It is impressive. And Koreans, I gotta say, Koreans are making the best zombie movies, man. They're making the best zombie movies. I consider myself a zombie expert.
She's a zombista.
I am a zombista. Okay, I consider myself a zombie expert. And I have to say that the zombie transitions, like when they bite a person and they turn into a zombie, the transition of when you're a human to death to zombie, that ratio of transition, I gotta say, Korea has the best.
They do some transitions.
As a zombista, I must say, 10 out of 10.
So that's what I like about South Korea. You know, Squid Games. I mean, you know, Squid Game. You like Squid Games? Squid Games came from South Korea. Look, when we looking at Netflix, I always look to see what country. I'm like, Korean, save. We go watch that. Now they little dramas, but horror, gore. Look, they ain't sparing nobody. Nobody lives, and nobody leaves peacefully either. No. I don't care your age, your gender, none of that. You gonna get up out of here in a creatively gory fashion.
Yeah, they have acrobatic zombies. Like their zombies, they have moves. I'm impressed at their zombie skills.
Yeah. That's Korea. So South Korea, you got 90 days out there.
That's a lot of zombie movies you could take in 90 days, eh?
Yeah, you can go to visit the set or something and see how they're producing them things.
Yes, so, one of my goals in life is to be an extra in a zombie movie.
She's been wanting to be an extra ever since The Walking Dead came out when they used to have thousands of extras in there.
I just want to walk around and be like, that's it. That's all I want to say.
Okay. The next one is Japan. Japan, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? Go there and check out Japan. I heard Japan was nice. Matter of fact, I think I still call the young homie Dixon Ski, but Flight man is Danny Flight. Danny Flight spoke about Japan, right? He's in China, but did he go? I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
That area I think he was in Korea. World is
no. I think he was in Korea first. I think he was in Korea before he went to China. Mm-hmm. Anyway, shout out to the homie Danny Flight. Hello. Yeah. So you can go to Japan. You can stay there 90 days. Mm-hmm. Here goes another one. The Philippines. You can go to the Philippines. Stay there for 30 days.
Call center Mecca.
Call center Mecca.
That is the homies. Mecca.
Yeah, that's their.
Yes.
That's their homies in the call center world, the Philippines.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. They speak a lot of English out there.
Yeah.
Yep. So Philippines, you can roll out, check it out.
I would love to go to the Philippines.
30 days.
But isn't the Philippines like if it's 3:00 over here, 8 p.m., it's 3:00 over there a.m., no? So the travel.
I'm not sure. I know China's like a all the way on the other side, a 12-hour difference or something like that, around that range. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not sure what time it is in the Philippines.
So definitely an interesting flight. I've never been
30
on a
days.
Flight like that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to rest. Get there, 2 weeks to get out of that jet lag for about 3 or 4 days, 5 days. Start enjoying it, then get preparing to come back. Yep. The next one, Malaysia. Malaysia, Malaysia's nice, you know what I'm saying? Used to hear about Malaysia, the ladies used to like that hair that come from Malaysia, you know what I mean? So, look, hey, the homie Average Man went out there, he said Malaysia was a nice place to visit. Mm-hmm. So, I wouldn't mind visiting Malaysia, check it out, see how it is, she got 30 days, we go, 30 days visa free.
That sounds like fun.
It does.
Why not?
It
Malaysia?
does.
Yeah.
Why not? And the next one on the list that I know a little something about. Not know a little something about. My pops used to always go out there back in the days. He used to play music all over the world. Shout out to Pops. He used to be out there in Singapore and Malaysia. So I grew up hearing about Singapore and Malaysia. So that's what the next one is, Singapore.
Singapore is so interesting to me. The culture, the history. And I heard just the shopping in Singapore is really cool. Like you can buy material to make clothes from at a really good price. That's kind of what I heard too. Yeah. I know that people go to Singapore and they always like come back with like all these like cloth and materials, fabric. That's what I wanted to say, not cloth, fabric. Mm-hmm. You can get like suits made really inexpensive too over there. Yeah. So I always remember that rich culture.
Yep.
So super interesting. I kind of want to try the food too.
Oh yeah, I never heard of these Singaporean food. Are they Singaporean?
I think that their food is kind of spicy though, so you would like it.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I don't do spice.
Spicy. I Thai food is spicy,
but I want to try it.
Yeah, I would try it. Anything that's spicy, I'm with it.
Yeah, he's with
like the spice. Mm-hmm. So this next one is Oceania or Oceania. Look, I am not familiar with that region, but we're gonna tell you this is the farthest one. We're going to give you this list. Beautiful lady of mine, you can tackle that. Oceania. We really going to need some help from y'all about this region, but we've heard of some of these places.
So they have the Cook Islands, right? Mm-hmm. The Cook Islands, you can go over there for 31 days. In my mind, this region of the country reminds me of the island Pacific
that's region of the world.
That's what it reminds me of. So I see like all these islanders and kind of like Hawaii but not Hawaii, right? Like
Pacific Islanders.
Yeah, like that region of the world. Very interesting culture there. So the Cook Island, you can go there for 31 days.
31 days. So you got 30 plus 1.
So here's another one, and excuse me if I pronounce it wrong, but it's Kiribati.
Kiribati. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I pronounce it in Spanish. I don't know if it's like Kiribati.
It probably is Kiribati.
Kiribati. And you can go there for 90 days. So you can go there and kind of hang out and bounce.
90-day fiance up in Kiribati.
90-day fiance.
Up in Kiribati, yeah. You can do your 90. You can do your 90-piece McNugget out there.
A 90-piece McNugget. Oh. Micronesia.
That sounds like some kind of little African braids or something. She got the Micronesias.
So you could go there for 30 days. Yep. And the last one that I really like is called Samoa. And the reason that I know that it's pronounced Samoa, right, is because we watch 90 Day Fiance. And in 90 Day Fiance, there was a couple that came from Samoa. And they would pronounce it that way. And then when somebody would pronounce it a different way, they'd be like, no, it's Samoa. So that's
we still say some, they Samoan. They come from the Samoa. We know the Booyah tribe on the West Coast.
Samoa.
So yeah, they Samoan. It's a lot of Samoans. Awesome. It's a lot of Samoans on the West Coast. So
yeah. Well, we can go to Samoa for 60 days.
Yeah. Okay.
I would love to go there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It looked real interesting when they were talking about it. I like their culture. And then like in the show, they went over to the country and just the film in the country and what they were showing, it looked beautiful.
What was that little dude? It looked like his woman would beat him up sometime. Oswelo?
It did look like his woman beat him up though. Yeah. We watched 90 Day Fiance. I have him watching 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah, we watch it sometimes.
I have him watching it and I always kind of tell him what's going on and we look at it and our commentary is just hilarious. But I don't know. I think she beat him up a couple times. That's just me.
Yeah. Dude's little Samoan. Little Samoans don't get respect in Samoa. Huh? You got to be a big one. Yeah, yeah, they don't play that.
Is it The Rock from Samoa?
Yeah, and I think The Rock would be considered a little one.
He's pretty tall.
Yeah, but tall don't mean nothing. Tall only count in other countries. So you got to be tall and wide. You can't just be tall. You know what I mean? He's a little one. Okay. Yeah, I think he's considered a little one.
Okay.
Even though he might, he got some guns on him and everything. I'm not saying he's little. I'm saying there.
Oh,
when compared he would be considered little.
Okay.
Among them, yeah, they they into that girth.
Girth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't just be tall. You got to be wide. Yeah, men and women. Ain't playing that. I don't know how long we've been jibber jabbering, but I hope you enjoyed that list. 6 regions where you can enjoy your Dominicana, your Dominicano, or Dominican family. You can just roll out and enjoy yourself to all these places.
Seeing visa free.
Visa free. I swear, since we've been back, we've been forgetting this. We're not gonna forget moving forward. Like and subscribe. Love, Purpose, and Passports.
Bye. Gracias. Peace.